New tonight, an update to a story we brought you last week. A mid-state college receives a failing grade on its inspections for its dining facilities. And tonight, the facility has a new grade, but the college could also be on the hunt for a new vendor to handle its dining services. Our Nick Gibson joining us live now after investigating that report. And Nick, that report taking many by surprise at that college.
Yeah, that's right, Aaron. I spoke with the representative from Middle Georgia State University today, and she tells me she was shocked when the score came in about their dining facilities. Although after reinspection and a grade of 89, Middle Georgia State University is looking for another food vendor.
The score was a 98, so I was shocked. I was very upset, very disappointed. Our students deserve better than that.
Middle Georgia State University's Cochran campus received a 50 score on their dining facilities following Thanksgiving break. Some notable violations were in multiple cold holding units, foods were rotting, paper towels unavailable at hand wash sinks, and unwrapped cheese, deli meats, and prep items had no date marking. One MGSU representative tells me what they are trying to do to correct this issue.
Going forward, we're just going to have more oversight of the contractor. We're going to make sure that our Director of Auxiliary Services is on site in Cochran more. We are going to review the logs that when they do something, when they clean this or whatever, they record it in a log, and we will review those logs to make sure that they're keeping up with that.
Since receiving the 50 rating, the facility was retested and scored an 89. Sodexo releasing a statement regarding the new score reading in part, the safety and security of Middle Georgia State University students, faculty, staff, and community continue to remain our top priorities. Unfortunately, it was too late. Last Friday, the school decided to cut ties with Sodexo and is now searching for a new vendor. One student tells me he is concerned about eating in these dining facilities.
That was an eye-opener. It makes me feel kind of unsafe eating the food there because I don't want to, come down with a stomach bug or anything like that.
Now, I did reach out to Melissa Brantley from the Georgia Department of Public Health. She tells me that everything in the dining facilities was corrected and they received an updated score of 89. Reporting from the studio, I'm Nick Gibson.
Nick, thanks. Developing now, 2 people are without a home after a house fire yesterday afternoon. That fire happened on West Cliff Circle off of Watson Boulevard in Warner Robins. One home is a total loss. A neighboring home suffered some serious damage. The owner of that home telling us it's been in her family for decades.
I bought this house with money I inherited from my mother, and it means everything to me. So I just pray it's salvageable because it's her, it's a part of her. So that's all that means to me.
No one was injured. Officials haven't yet released the cause of that fire. An update tonight as a family is trying to get back on their feet this holiday season after a fire destroys their home on Nansalon Circle in Macon. Homeowner Wgxa says she was at work while her mom was home with her 7 children last Wednesday. She got a call from her son saying their house was up in flames. Wgxa says at that moment she was shocked and left work as fast as she could.
My house is on fire. My kids. That's all I could think about was my kids. Everybody that know me knows that my kids are my everything. So it's like my kids. That's all I was worried about.
Wgxa says she almost lost everything. She says that fire started from a dryer in the laundry room, which fire department officials confirmed. Clothing donations for the children are now being collected. We've actually posted the sizes for the children on our website, wgxa.tv. New at 10, deputies in Butts County making a large drug bust after stopping a vehicle on I-75. They say they found 52 pounds of meth in a car. 2 people were arrested and charged with trafficking meth. All right, turning to weather now. Boy, we are in for a pretty warm night, and that means warm weather tomorrow, too. That's always good. Jeff Cox is in the Skywatch Weather Center, tracking it all for us. Jeff, good evening to you.
Aaron, good evening to you, and good evening, everyone. Welcome into the Skywatch Weather Center. No doubt about it, it has been much colder in recent days and weeks. So tonight, just after 10 o'clock, upper 50s and low 60s. Yeah, we'll take it. That's after some 70s this afternoon. And I think tomorrow, get this, is going to be even warmer. So something to look forward to. Generally speaking, Warner Robins North, we've got the 50s. South of Warner Robins, the 60s holding strong. 66 right now in Cordell, McRae, and Mount Vernon. Compare that to 48 in Sparta. So a huge spread in temperatures tonight. Certainly a night where you'll have to trust your backyard thermometer. Let's take you into downtown Macon, where we've got a brand new camera thanks to the Macon Convention and Visitors Bureau. They've posted this on EarthCam, so folks around the world can sneak a peek at the Christmas lights along Poplar Street. Oh, it's such a beautiful show, and we're going to be using this camera all season long. 53 in downtown right now, no wind to speak of. All right, school day forecast for your Tuesday. Right around 60 at the bus stop. Low 70s by lunchtime and mid 70s for the ride home, but there comes the rain chance. So I think the morning hours are dry, other than a little mist and drizzle with fog. Better chance for rain in the afternoon. So coming up later in this show, the wacky temperatures, we'll talk about that. Several rain chances we're tracking. And before the end of this hour, climate change and economics. New data on that, plus your 10-day forecast. A lot to go over in this newscast.
We'll see you then. New tonight, we're learning House Democrats are poised to unveil 2 articles of impeachment against President Donald Trump tomorrow. But it was a day full of confrontation on Capitol Hill in what may be one of the last House hearings on considering impeachment charges. Sinclair's chief political correspondent Scott Thuman has been monitoring it all from Washington.
From countless gavel slams to arguments.
Point of order is he's inappropriate to be up here asking questions.
An outburst. And even an attempt to shame Democrat Adam Schiff from not attending, though he wasn't obligated.
Where's Adam? Where's Adam?
The divisive nature of impeachment proceedings couldn't have been more blatant as the Judiciary Committee heard summaries of the investigation so far in hopes of choosing which, if any, charges the president should face.
President Trump put himself before country.
My son, our children, our grandchildren, they will study this moment in history. They will learn about all of your actions.
Republicans argued that any desire by the president to see Ukraine investigate Joe Biden and his son's work there was about national security, and never was it under pressure or used as leverage for access to the White House or military aid. Opting not to take part or send his attorneys, the president observed from the sidelines.
I watched a little bit, very little. It's a disgrace, and it should never, ever be allowed to happen again.
There are famous lines from Nixon like, what did the president know and when did he know it? From the Clinton impeachment, there was, I did not have sex with that woman. What would be known about this one is probably, where's the impeachable offense?
That'll likely be answered in the coming days as the Judiciary Committee decides which charges to pursue, if any, and then have that sent over to the full House for a vote possibly next week in that push to get things done before the holidays. On Capitol Hill, I'm Scott Thuman.
New challenges coming out of the Supreme Court surrounding abortions in one state. We'll break down that decision and how it affects abortions going forward.